today I'm just going to do a quick box opening slash testing of some makeup brushes that I got from iHerb.com, and I got 3. I got first the E.L.F. Kabuki brush, which is like this, and the 2 Real Technique brushes. The pink one is the blush brush, and the orange one is the powder brush. So as you can see, I haven't opened any of them. In fact, I just received them today from the mailman. I did a little bit of research on the internet, and these were really raved about, especially the Real Technique ones. They are pretty new, I guess like maybe a few months or a year in the market. They are not as expensive, definitely, compared to the MAC brushes, the Sigma brushes, and I think they're better than the Coastal Scent brushes. I have been thinking about getting the Coastal Scent brushes, but they are still a bit expensive, and especially when you get them individually. But I didn't need like the 22 brushes set, which cost over like 1,000 Hong Kong dollars. So that's around like 100 something US dollars. First, I will start with the powder brush. It looks like this. It's pretty big. It's like the length of a hand. It's pretty light. It's actually a lot lighter than I thought it would be, because it looks very heavy actually, but it's not. It says here that it's a base foundation brush. Right, it says here that it's for applying powder and mineral foundations for smooth, high definition results. I think these are synthetic brushes. I mean synthetic, not fur, I would say hair. They're not, I don't think they're animal hair, but they are super soft. Look at it. Yeah. Alright, it's very nice and soft. So let's see how much it picks up. It actually picks up a lot of powder, right? And when I dust it on like that, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it brushes on very evenly, and it doesn't take, like, it doesn't stick a lot of it on. It actually brings it up and then puts it on without leaving much stuck on the brush. It's not tough on my face, and it covers a lot of area. Look at it compared to the size of my face. Yeah, so it's a great brush. And it's cute because it actually stands, like, it stands, or it has a flat base, so it can just stand like this. And yep, so that's the face brush. It is also a pretty big brush, but it's pink, so yeah. Here's a little close-up of it. Again, it's the same hair as the face brush just now. It's very soft again. And this one, the shape, it's a little bit more pointy compared to the face brush. So it goes nicely along, just right for the cheekbone area, like that. So it picks up the product fine and dandy, like that. And when you place it on your cheeks, it does a very even spread. So it's definitely not precise at all, as you don't see any kind of like a strip of pink. I would mention that it's also kind of hard to build up with such a loose brush, but it's the kind of blush that I like, the effect that I like, because it gives you a very subtle tint. and you don't need to do a lot of blending, because with the previous smaller brush that I had, it's very stiff. It's kind of like this size, and it's very like, it's not soft at all, so I had to keep blending like that, and it was very annoying. But this does it in like 2 seconds, so it's great. It says here that it can be used with wet or dry products, and creates an airbrush finish. So since it says that it could be used with wet product, I am going to try this with my foundation. Again, it's a super soft synthetic brush, I would assume. Oh, I realized the handle is really short. It's kind of meant to be used like that, instead of like held like this, right? But let's try it out. I'm gonna pump this, just one pump on me. I'm gonna dip this into here and watch it blend. I'm actually pretty surprised that because it's such a big brush, it blends out really nicely. So there's no like foundation lines. I've heard that when you use those smaller foundation brushes with wet foundation, that it could get some lines on your face, but clearly this one does not. And it blended out the product perfectly without picking up much from the foundation itself. Like, it doesn't get stuck. So I'm actually really surprised, and it blends out amazingly well. I love it. You just kind of like dot it around a bit and then just do this little hovering thing, and it blends out amazingly. So I'm very, very impressed with this tiny little brush. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about the prices. I ordered it, like I said, from iHerb.com. It ships worldwide, but not free shipping. I got the Kabuki brush for $6 US. The Real Technique powder brush for $9.90, and the blush brush for $9. This converts to about 72 or 75 Hong Kong dollars, but you have to include shipping as well, which cost me $8 extra US for the DHL Express. But it arrived very quickly because I ordered it on the 13th, which was a Thursday, and it arrived today in the morning. So it only took 2 working days to arrive, so that's really quick, and you could track it. They do have a cheaper option, which is just global priority mail, also by DHL. I think that's the other option, which is only $4, but it doesn't provide any tracking services or anything, so I was afraid that things was gonna get lost. And I saw some reviews online that told me that the $4 option actually took very, very long to arrive. They did recommend saying that it was about 2 to 3 weeks, but I saw people not getting their products, or getting their products like 4 to 6 weeks, or after a month it still hasn't arrived because there was no way of tracking it. I didn't want that hassle, so I chose the $8 one. And the good thing is that even when you divide it out, like plus the shipping and everything, and you divide it out to each brush, it still costs less than if you bought it from the like parallel importers, because they charge you like $90 to $100 for one of these brushes. Thrifty as I am, I googled for like coupon codes, and you get $5 off at least for the like first time customers, and if you order more then like over $40 or something, you get $10 off. So yeah, and I will put the coupon code and all the details and stuff down below, so you know where to get the goodies. Right, so that's all I have for you guys today, and I will see you soon. Bye.